Hey guys, JH, welcome to the practice tee again. And it's a very high practice tee today. As you can see, there's only a few of us here. Got that awful wind again, that crosshead wind just knocking everything down. Just awful. But guys, I wanted to keep going on the theme or the training for the reverse instinct golf swing. And it is reverse instinct, guys. We always feel generally in a golf swing, the golf swing works this way. To feel it working this way, it's complete reverse instinct. I don't want to labour that too much, but it is a reverse instinct. And I'm finding every day that I'm picking up a little bit more of a control mechanism to help me with the reverse instinct application. And what we're going to talk about today is a snippet of that information that I'm building as I go along with this. We've only been on this for a short period now, guys, but I want to keep at it because the little bits are the important bits. What I find now, what I feel now in my golf swing with this type of reverse release on the golf club is that my shoulder girdle operates entirely differently to the way it normally does with a normal this way type release. Whenever I in the past have released that way, I've always felt my shoulder tips getting closer together. I call it dunching. I used to do this, they got closer together. I saw that in Hogan, even though I saw this in Hogan, but I did see his shoulders getting closer together because he obviously rotated his body and he did release hard left of the line, whereas Trevino and the reverse instinct doesn't release hard left of the line initially. It goes down the line. So the difference I'm feeling in my shoulders as a process is that now with the reverse instinct, I actually feel my shoulders opening up. I feel this one running off away from this one. This one actually being quite dormant and stationary, so to speak. And this one here moving away from it. Entirely different to the way I feel normally in my golf swing. I think that comes about, guys, because this type of golf swing absolutely promotes a steeper shoulder pitch angle through the ball. Clearly, so this right shoulder is going here and the left shoulder is moving up, and because there's a fair bit of pull in this golf swing, because we're rotating the arm this way, because there's a lot of pull in the golf swing, it tends to take the left shoulder up and keep the shoulder girdle back. So it's different. So I wanted to highlight that today and talk about that today. So we're doing, they're just the little finite things of this golf swing. And also, guys, there's a bit of a first, the Taylor guys gave me the new rocket blades, the rocket ball blades golf clubs. So I'm the first guy to have a set out here. Only got them this morning. Grips are very thin. Be very interested to see how they go against I find the best irons I've used, because I get to use everybody's, is the Cleveland CG16s. I just, be very hard for me to change to these, but they say that these are got a super feel and that thin face and the slot. Not really my spec, these, but the grips are very thin and they're very upright, but we'll give them a go today. So what I'm going to be concentrating on today, guys, is clearly hinging here, holding the hinge, and then trying to feel, as we reverse wind it, that this left shoulder really does continue on down there. It won't, because if you saw this, if you filmed this from above, you clearly see me moving off the line to the left as Trevino did after he hit the ball. But at impact is here. After impact he's there, like every good player. But he's more down the line than anybody else. And we use Trevino as our model for the reverse instinct because he basically did this. He released the club this way. In his clinics, he used to talk about putting the left hand on the target, and he used to do that unconsciously. That, not that, that. And that was when I keyed in on how I felt that he released the golf ball. Well guys, I can't say that I'm cold today, but I haven't hit a shot yet. And we'll just christen these new rocker balls. This is a 4-iron. And we'll just give it a smack. See what it's like. But guys, what I'm going to be doing, and clearly the one emphasis which was in the last batch of tapes that is absolutely vital, guys, is schooling yourself in really watching that golf ball hit. I've lost it in the last few years, and you know, it's become not a secondary thought, not even a third or a fourth importance thought. And I think my ball striking has suffered as a result of that, because just in the last few days, by really trying to see that golf ball hit, ball striking has been really good. Okay. A lot of teachers would say, don't try and look at the ball, don't try and keep your head down. And I used to teach that, guys. I'm guilty of it. Because you see great players, you see the Duvals, you see the Allenbys, you see the Sorenstams. They never see the golf ball hit. They're rotating, but they're unique individuals, just blessed with fantastic timing. I think our timing will improve dramatically if we actually try and see the golf ball hit. Really try and see the club onto it. The main benefit it has, guys, if you're here, your shoulder girdle will be basically straight. If you're rotating, the left part of the shoulders, or this side of the shoulder girdle, will tend to roll off the line. If you're here, it tends to keep the shoulder girdle square. Alright, we'll just hit a couple of shots. Dead cold, guys, so give me a bit of license here. Well, dead cold. I'm not cold in terms of the weather, but I'm cold in terms of my swing. Okay guys, here we go. So what am I working on? I'm working on seeing it hit, letting my shoulders open up through the ball, reverse winding, and obviously keeping that angle. And we're going to try the new rocker balls on. Well, if I had to write a review on the rocker balls irons after one hit, I'd have to give them 5 stars. Dead cold. Shaft is not my specification. It's a new lightweight steel 85 gram, guys. This is just the set that they had. They're only actually regular shafts, and I don't use stiff shafts in my irons. I only use regulars. I just like to feel the head of the golf club. But that was an exquisite hit. Just straight out. Wow. Well, guys, they're different. Look at that. They are different. Very thin face, slot in the bottom. It's not new technology. Wilson had a club called the Reflex in 1978. I had them. I had the first set in Australia. 1978, and they had a slot in them. And they had a real flexy face, and this is quite flexy. You can feel the ball rip off that. Okay guys, we'll come back and we'll have a talk about things golf swing.